So here's the project file. This is just audio. This is just audio. You edit the audio alone as well? Yeah, I did everything. Okay, so that line was never gotten on said.
Yo.
We had to get that after. You know, this is all sound design. This is all sound design. Yep, that's just a random buzzing sound that we got that I added. All of those sounds, right?
Bet. We'll be there.
That is sound that we got on set. That's from the lav mic or the boom mic. I'm not sure.
Yo.
And then here comes the fucking JP the Wavy. No, not JP the Wavy. Jimmy John. We were so happy when we found this song because like this was the best track for it. The hardest part of this fucking video, I don't know shit about cars. I know how to change my tire. That's all I know. I don't know jack shit about cars and what it's supposed to sound like. Meanwhile, I'm tasked to come up with fucking audio of a fucking S2000 speeding down the fucking highway in the streets of Deep Ellum, Dallas. It's a V8 engine. That's all they told me. So, dude, I just went around and found some sounds. They're probably not what this car sounds like, you know? This is all shit I made. This did not. That's the only sound that's real from the shoot right here. The drifting from there. That's it. It doesn't matter because the idea is for it to sound like a car that's speeding, and then you just mix it with the music, you know, and it doesn't.
Yo.
If the sound wasn't there, you can tell that something's missing. Like if I just do this. That's me snoring. That is my phone vibrating on my bed because I couldn't use the same vibrate from the first take because that's vibration on wood, on a wooden table. This has to be vibration on a cloth surface. It's a different sound. That's my fiance, like, just moving around in the bed. I Foleyed pretty much everything. The sound of the music has to be mixed as it's arriving into the middle of the screen. Okay, right here. This right here. This is one as a car's arriving. From right to left. With a very specific reverb, so it sounds like it's not far away, but also coming from the inside of the car, and you're at the perspective of the camera. Then when we go inside the car, it switches to what you would hear if you were inside the car with low music, which makes no sense, right? Because he's blasting music here, but then you are in the car. It's a kind of a different perspective. You don't really notice it unless I tell you. It just kind of like puts your mind into a state where you're like, okay, we're in the car now, right? So we start here. And when we cut in. I added a little whoosh during that part. Just kind of like a little. Because it's cool. This entire scene is Foleyed. This was the hardest fucking scene because there is so much going on. They need to be in an outdoor environment, but it also needs to feel like a night out. The sound that day was absolute trash because it was windy as shit. I didn't bring my usual lav kit, which has like a little foamy that you're supposed to put on the lav. So when you put the lav on, the fucking clothes isn't going like this entire fucking time. So I laved them up, and the lav was useless because it was just a bunch of clothing rustle moving along. So I was forced to use the boom mic, and the boom mic was ass because there was so much fucking wind, and our dead cut was just not fucking thick enough. And I had to use a take that did not match, that was not from this actual take, but I think it came out pretty good. That's me in my kitchen. Those are my footsteps downstairs in my lobby. For my homie Nick that's crossing the camera. Shout out to my homie Ken, the Ken for this fucking graphics, and Vinny. That's me sighing. That's me moving cloth to make it sound like he's pulling the phone out. Those are my footsteps.
Get your ass downstairs now.
See how these are the dialogue lines. I have to literally like fade them in and out.
Seriously? Listen, I'll be back in a couple hours. Don't go anywhere. Actually, I'm gonna just...
And we recorded that in Florida. That's not even a line that was supposed to be there. But I decided to add that in because it was funny. You know, and then we just add the ambiance. I think it's 2 layers. It's the jazz music with some reverb that matches the scene. And then some like bar ambiance. You know? That's me chugging water.
Listen, I'll be back in a couple hours. Don't go anywhere. Actually, I'm gonna just...
That's me chugging water. That never happened. So this was the easiest one to fucking do. This was just me in my garage in my apartment building. Just walking. Trying to match the scene. You know, and you just add a little bit of ambiance. Right? Outdoor city sounds. This is my favorite part of like the sound mix. These is 3 different perspectives of the song as he moves. Outside, approaching the car when we focus. Songs from inside and transitions. And then he goes back to the normal song. That was my favorite part.
Dude, your fucking knee is in my crotch right now.
Hilariously enough, this is camera audio, like literally from the red.
Dude, your fucking knee is in my crotch right now, bro. No, get it out. Blame it on Hector. No. Blame it on you. You have your knee in my ass right now.
I have no idea how that worked, but camera audio, that's what we use for that. Because I asked Michael, do you want me to lob them up? Is there audio in this scene before they go in the car? And he's like, no, there's no audio. And then mid fucking scene, he decides, you know what? Let's do one with audio. They're already in the car. The car is driving around. I can't do anything. It's over. So I had to use camera audio. I think it came out pretty good. That's what the car actually sounds like, which is not honestly too different. The last montage of the car, which is a little ridiculous. I love that shot. We did that with my camera on the hood of my car. I drove to Dallas and I got this shot, which I thought it was cool. And I had a little... That's where the camera jib. That's all the camera. That's a GoPro camera jib. GoPro. Red Komodo. And then onto the final scene with the boss himself. All that sound is shit I made.
Gentlemen.
This dude, bro, for this shoot, we rented out all the gear because this was done in Florida, this entire scene. That was the best sound kit I have ever used. I don't know who their sound guy was. He wasn't there with us that day, but that motherfucker had the fucking greatest audio kit I have ever used. It literally had everything and anything I could have ever wanted in an audio kit he had. This is straight up lavalier mic right here.
Gentlemen.
This is all the lav mic. I boomed him. I boomed that scene, but the lav mic just came out so good.
Where the fuck are your pants?
My favorite add-on. I thought about this the second it happened. The kung fu sound right here. Fucking love that. Fucking love that, dude. Oh, so good. So proud of that. Anyway, I have a Counter-Strike match that I have to get into.
Not a lot.
But yeah, that's the video.